that time again. Welcome to the vlog. It's Monday, November 20th, and if you don't know me, I'm Samantha. I am a freelance writer and creative producer, and I'm gonna take you through my week, which is gonna be, I don't know, kind of interesting. I say that every week is kind of interesting. That's the freelance life, but it's a holiday week, so we're doing some working remotely, and then tomorrow I'll be doing a little working from the road as we travel to Ohio, and then I think I still have a whole day working remotely in Ohio with maybe less than wonderful internet. In terms of just like getting out of your own town for a little bit, I really enjoy Columbus, and we always do some really fun things during at least this part of the holiday, so come along.
If you're looking at this and thinking that looks very uncomfortable, you would be 100% correct. However, I do need to get as much work done as I possibly can while I still have a place to sit and I'm not on the road. So this is me with my coworker, and we are going to try to wrap up before I have to finish. Plus, it's so cozy, so worth it.
Right, we have to run a couple of errands for things before we go out of town. So I have to go basically make a circle around the neighborhood to pick up some groceries and some little gifts. Just kidding, apparently I'm not taking you along for that. I went to very cute shop, which I showed at least the sign. And then it's like I walked through the door and everything was so cute. It's a gift shop, but it's also home to the brand Freshy and Zero makes really lovely, simple, and by simple I just mean minimal jewelry, and I'm definitely going to be buying some pieces for the holidays. But today I just went in to grab a couple of things I like host gifts and my niece and nephew in dating, just things for them to play with while the adults are eating. I had a couple other errands to run, one of which was going by this little local store and getting this looks like I made a mess of it, but it's because I just set it down on the lid. Anyway, it was like a nice warm soup, and you guys, it is supposed to start raining any minute now. I don't know if you can hear my dog snoring. No. Excuse her. Anyway, I got this warm chicken tortilla soup and a little mini baguette, and it was the perfect lunch. I have a couple more hours of work to do. New producing partner and I are working with a video editor to kind of develop a proof of concept spot, and once we get this spot kind of in a good place, then they kind of show it to the higher ups, I guess. I'm not sure like who all is in that line. And then I guess they are more sold on the idea, and in that way, maybe we'll get, you know, the budget to put a really cool music track on it, to get design, to spend some time really like working on this spot. We've got several spots to work on, and this project, it's November. I think I started working on this project maybe in October, maybe September. Not heavily, but it's gonna be one that goes throughout the next year. Like, things will start premiering the early part of next year, but maybe not January. So all of that to say, I'm working on a project that kind of has a long line and will have a lot of pieces to it. So this is just the first one, and it's just kind of fun already to see how things come together. But I'm sure if certain people saw it and they didn't have, you know, a great imagination for how things come together, it can be really distracting because they just see the skeleton of a project, and it's tough to have your concept be wrapped up in a skeleton and also try to communicate what it can be. But I'm fortunate to be working with some really cool people, and I think this spot's gonna turn out. Fingers crossed.
So yes, your girl left 3 loads of laundry to do on the night before leaving. And no, I did not finish this night. I definitely had to start again in the morning. But I got the priorities out of the way, towels, gotta shake a shower, gotta be clean. Honestly, this is like one of my biggest life hacks. I love taking a video of whatever I'm doing and putting the time-lapse version on. It makes me feel like I've accomplished so much. Obviously, you'll see tons of time-lapse, but I'm just saying, life hack. All right, all that fun laundry aside, this is Ugly Mugs in Nashville. I am grabbing coffee and we're getting gas before hitting the road. This gas station you'll see basically duplicated many times across our journey. They all look the same. Here we are going through Cincinnati. Man, if only the trip were just this highlight reel. It was actually a really great drive, but it's several hours long, so I relate. And there's lots of open fields for those of you who don't get to travel through the Midwest ever. This is pretty much what your view is. And we got to the house and Ellie makes herself at home immediately. I mean, look at this girl. And then she sees me. She's like, what the F? She's done. Y'all, Columbus is hitting autumn hard. I loved it. I woke up early. I got to work because I'm still doing some things, just wrapping up projects from the week so I can take 2 days off. And yes, your girl went to Orange Theory in a new place, and then I came home and did my hour of writing, which has been incredible. I love that habit. Every year we go to a Blue Jackets game. This year we got to sit right behind the players' bench, and it was awesome. And then they kept scoring, which was just a bonus. If you think I don't start Thanksgiving with the Macy's Day Parade, you would be wrong. I love it. These are all the photos I captured from our Thanksgiving celebration. I mean, can ya get it? I also caught this beautiful sunset on our way back into town. We don't get to see a lot of this stuff here in Nashville, so this was particularly lovely. And then we surprised our dog Allie with her own Thanksgiving feast. There's some applesauce and pumpkin and Dolly. Please tell me you saw this. Okay, so if you couldn't tell from the pictures, we are kind of on a farm area, and so we were woken up in the middle of the night by a baby squirrel who got into the house, and we spent quite a while trying to coax it out from behind the refrigerator. This went on for quite some time. I think it finally did get out, but I was not a part of it.
It's Saturday, Small Business Saturday, and if you are a college football fan, this weekend has been insane, but Saturdays are always for big rivalry games, and today I have two. Because I am in Ohio and I'm dating in a Ohio State family. First up is Ohio State at 12 Eastern. It's a big rivalry game with a team up north, and that should be really interesting as they are ranked 2 and 3 right now. And then later at 3 or 4, I have my team, my home team, Auburn, playing that other team, and we'll see how it goes. So I am going to go to Gramercy Books, which is an independent bookstore in Columbus that I have never been to. It's in Bexley. And then I've got to pick up some groceries because we're having gumbo today. Why not? It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a good day. So let's go.
Nope, Gramercy Books did not disappoint. I loved it. There's a cute coffee shop next door. That was great too. This is Beasley sitting in front of his fire. It was adorable. He's just lovely. This is the gumbo. Yes, it was as good as it looks. And game 2 of 2, it was what it was.
Thank you. You too. So we're headed out of town in a couple hours, so I had to go get coffee. I had to go to the one coffee place in Columbus that I hadn't been to yet, and no, it's not local, but it's kind of local in that we don't have them in the South. So yes, I went to, you can't even tell, I went to Tim Hortons.
This was my first time at a Sheetz. I don't know, it's like a smaller Buc-ee's. Is that doing too much? Again, you see this repeated gas station over and over again. And I love that the North still has the religious signs. You definitely do have that in the South. Here's us going through Louisville, and oh man, it was so nice to be so close to home.